Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play the Blackwell Legacy. Last we left off, we were having a word with Dr. Quentin, the man who had been taking care of Rosangela's Aunt Lauren while she was here in this hospital. But I think it's about time for Rosangela to head home. At the very least, it's been a very long and stressful day. Although, you know, Nishanti did invite us to come on over, and it's been a little bit of a while. Maybe we should go visit her. After all, it's a good chance to get to know our neighbors, or at least one of them.
Come in.
Oh, very nice.
Hello, Rosa. Come in, come in. Don't mind the pooch, he's harmless.
Hello, puppy.
Come here, boy.
Oh, I'm going to greet the pooch.
Hi, dog.
His name is Moti.
Right. Moti. See ya.
Right, Moti. See ya. Well, let's make some small talk. Try to break the ice a little bit.
So, how are you?
She's not good
I'm
at
just
this.
fine. Right, Moti? Aren't we just fine?
Well, we really should thank her again.
Thanks again for helping me out earlier. I'd probably be sleeping in a hotel tonight if it weren't for you.
Oh, didn't you hear? The strike's over.
Really?
It only lasted a few hours according to the report on the radio.
I suppose that's irony.
I suppose so.
Well, that's good. At least it got her home a couple of hours earlier.
So, you play the flute, huh?
Yes, I play the flute. It's called a bansuri. What about you? Do you play an instrument?
Me? No, I can hardly play the kazoo.
Me too.
Let's see. You strike me as being creatively inclined. Are you a painter? A writer?
Well, I'm trying to be a writer.
I knew it. Anything published?
Nothing really, aside from book reviews in the Village Eye.
Village Eye? You mean that little paper they sell at the stand?
You've read it?
I've seen it around, but I've never actually read it. Perhaps I will the next time I see it.
That would be nice.
That dog is adorable.
Moti? He's spoiled rotten, but he's good company. He's taken quite a shine to you, that's for sure.
Huh, yeah. Usually I'm not good with animals.
You never had a childhood pet?
A pet? No, I had a teddy bear.
Well, you probably had the right idea. Moti's a little thing, but you wouldn't know it from the amount he eats.
He's very active, it seems.
Yes, that probably explains it. See that box of biscuits? I buy a new one every 2 days. Moti doesn't have a stomach. He has a black hole that sucks in food. Feel free to give him one if you like.
That's very interesting and very true of pets. Depending on the type of pet you get, it seems like you're getting new stuff for them every day.
You have a very nice apartment.
Thank you. A bit small, but that's New York for you.
You seem very friendly with the people in this building.
Well, I didn't grow up here. I didn't realize it was taboo to chat with neighbors.
Well, it's not taboo exactly, it's just...
Oh, I know, just one of those unspoken things. I've found that most people are pretty friendly, though, once you take the first step. People have their defenses up most of the time. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
And that's a very good philosophy. I like that they do talk about this, especially in a game that is centered in New York. I think I talked about that last video, though.
Why do you play the flute in the park?
It's a place to go, I suppose. I was walking there one day, and I had the bansuri with me, so I started playing. Next thing I knew, I had a bunch of people around me. So I go there as often as I can now. It gets me out of this stuffy apartment, and I admit I like the attention. Plus, Moti loves the dog run there. Well, he did until they closed it down.
Why did they close down the dog run? It seemed okay to me.
Nobody really knows. It started about a week ago. Dogs started howling, running around like maniacs, acting strange. Some even hurled themselves at the fence door trying to get out.
Whoa.
They say it's some kind of high-frequency wave that's caused by electric cables or something. Some high-pitched sound that the dogs can hear, but we can't. But I know better.
You know better.
Definitely. I noticed these things. I could tell that things weren't quite right. Something in the air. It's not a high-pitched noise. That would only cause a dog pain. This was more than pain. The dogs were scared.
What was there to be scared of?
I have no idea, but I know what I sensed, just like you did.
Me?
You sensed it. Don't think I didn't notice.
I didn't sense anything.
Well, perhaps. Maybe I'm just spouting nonsense.
That was a little passive-aggressive. Maybe I'm just spouting nonsense.
Could I try feeding the dog?
Sure, here, take one. I have plenty. Go ahead and feed him. He's always hungry.
Can I go now?
Well, I'd better go.
Take care, Rosa.
Well, I was
Come
like-
back whenever you'd like.
Ask to leave.
Here, boy.
Let's see, let's offer the treat.
What do I do now?
Just say, go get it. He'll do the rest.
Go get it. See ya.
See ya.
You know I spoil you.
We just gave him a treat.
Go get it.
Moti, we just gave you a treat. Spoiled puppy. Well, that was a nice visit. Well, there's an envelope on the floor.
Looks like it's from Bellevue.
Yeah, the personal effects that Aunt Lauren had with her. Let's go check it out. Alright, let's examine it. September 3rd, 1960. Dear Lauren, so you've been at NYU for 2 weeks now and have not called. I'm sure things are busy in the Big Apple, but don't forget the family you left behind. Things back home are well. Jack starts high school on Monday, so he's a bit nervous. You know how he gets. Be sure to write him a letter. He misses his big sister. I admit, I'm still a bit nervous about you living in New York all by yourself. You are carrying ID with you when you go out, like I asked. Over. You know me. Just being a mom. Somebody has to. Keep your head on straight, kid, as your dad would say, and remember that you have a family back home that misses you. Love you, Mom and Dad and Jack. October 17th, 1960. Hello, sis. I'm writing this on my new St. Clear Model XV. Mom says that improving my handwriting is a lost cause, so she got me this. Keen, huh? I've already typed up a few stories on it and this letter. Can't type for long because Dad says the noise drives him up the friggin' wall. What does he know? So how is life in the big bad city? Troy is dead boring as usual. Why'd you have to go to college, huh? There's nobody to talk to in this dump anymore. See you at Thanksgiving. Jacko. Dear Lauren, well, and this is December 5th, 1960. Well, Thanksgiving time has come and gone, and so have you. In just 2 short months, I can already see you evolving into a capable young woman. You have outgrown this small town, Lauren. That much is obvious. Jack will be following in your footsteps soon, I'm sure. Visiting you in New York is all he talks about. Speaking of Jack, I know you are worried about him. We all are, but don't feel that it's your responsibility. You are his sister and you love him, but he's got to learn to live without you eventually. You are growing up. Let him grow up too. Till Christmas. Love, Mom, and Dad and Jack. Lauren, can you keep a secret? I don't want to say this over the phone in case Mom and Dad overhear. Mom's been acting odd lately. It started a few days after you went back to NY. New York. She was dragging me shopping when she suddenly screamed and fainted. She was pointing at the corner of the room, but there was nothing there. We brought her to the hospital, and she says she's fine now, but she's been very on edge and paranoid. It's hard to explain. Dad's no help. Can you call and try to cheer her up? She won't listen to me. Just don't tell her about this letter. I just hope she's okay. Jacko. November 13th, 1961. Lauren, you seemed concerned after our last phone call. I just wanted to write and reassure you that everything is F-I-N-E. Fine. Let us know when you are coming home again for Thanksgiving. With love, Mom and Dad and Jack. I love how she takes it upon herself to write for all of them. December 8th, 1961. Dear Sis, Mom's getting worse. You said it best during Thanksgiving. It's like somebody is watching over her shoulder. Paranoia. She sits by herself for hours, pretending to read when it's obvious she isn't. Lately, she's been covering her ears as if trying to keep out a sound, and closing her eyes tight. Dad's losing patience with her. He's convinced she's lost her mind, and I'm starting to agree. She refuses to get any kind of help. Why can't she see that there is a problem? This isn't normal. Not normal at all. Why can't she see that? I hate to admit it, but I'm kind of scared. Scared for her. I don't know what to do. Jack. He's no longer calling himself Jacko. Lauren! It has a name! February 23rd, 1962. Mom locked herself in the bathroom this morning. She sounded like she was talking to herself in there. Well, not to herself. It was like there was somebody else in there, but there wasn't. I listened. I couldn't understand it, but she did say the name Joey. I asked her later who Joey was, and she got really scared. Then she got angry and said, "If you know what's good for you, never mention that name again." This could be the key. If we find out who Joey is, maybe we can save her. Jack. Joey again, March 16th, 1962. Dear Lauren, well, it's done. The final papers have been signed. It hurt. A lot. But it had to be done. Mom has now been committed to a mental ward. I have to say I am relieved. I know how you feel about it, but you weren't there. You didn't come home to see her screaming and tearing her hair out, running around the house, knocking down everything in her way. Cuts were all over her face, and the house was practically destroyed. I was so shocked I just closed the door and waited outside for Dad to come home. It was awful. She clawed at him. Clawed at his face and drew blood. It will haunt my dreams for the rest of my life. Thanks for coming out, Lauren. I don't think Dad and I could have handled it on our own. She kind of drained us, you know? Can I come to New York and visit? I need to get away for a while. Jack. May 17th, 1965. Congratulations! Summa cum laude. I always knew you were a smarty pants, sis. Now you've got the documentation to prove it. Thanks again for letting me stay at your place for the weekend. It was just like old times. Except you weren't smoking then. New York is an amazing city, and Columbia is a great campus. I can't wait to move down there in September, but until then, I've got to deal with our grumpy old man. He's insufferable as always. Ever since Mom, he's been hard to talk to, and very hard on me. I should tell him you're smoking now. Maybe then he'll concentrate on you for once. See you again soon. Jack. October 16th, 1967. It's happened, Lauren. Just like you eventually said it would. I'm in love. Her name is Maria. She's from Italy, and we met in statistics class. She asked if she could copy my notes because her hand was tired. We ended up having lunch, and we've been inseparable ever since. She is incredible. She's got the most amazing red hair, and I want you to meet her. I'll come by soon. Jack. December 19th, 1970. Lauren, are you all right? Ever since Mom's funeral, you've been hard to reach. I know it's been hard on us, but it's been 6 months. I tried calling, but you never answer. I came by the other day, but you didn't open the door. I knew you were there, Lauren. I could hear you. I risked using the spare key you gave me, but you changed the lock. Come for dinner on Christmas Eve. Maria is a great cook. We won't ask any questions. Just come. Mom might be gone, but we're still here. I miss my big sister. Jack. December 28th, 1970. Lauren. Who is Joey? I went over last week to give you a Christmas gift. You didn't answer the door, but I heard you talking to somebody named Joey. Is it a boyfriend? Are you seeing a man named Joey? Is that why you've dropped off the map, or is it something else? I don't think I need to tell you what. For God's sake, talk to me. Jack. February 13th, 1971. Lauren, I know you're annoyed, but I am not sorry. I didn't want to do it, but you left me no choice. Hiring a private detective to follow you was the only option left. He told me some odd things. You won't talk to me, but you'll talk to total strangers. You go to every far corner of the city at the strangest hours, and you talk to yourself when you think you're alone. Don't deny it. He heard it, and so did I. Not that any of it made any sense. That alone is disturbing enough, but then he saw you collapse. You were all alone in some obscure park in the Bronx when you just fainted. He was about to call an ambulance, but then he saw you get up again and walk off like nothing happened. You were always there for me growing up. Don't shut me out, sis. Let me be there for you now. Jack. Jacko, please stay away. Don't worry about me. There are things that need to be done, and I am the only one who can do them. Don't ask me to explain. All I can say is that I understand our mother more than ever. She was never crazy, Jacko. Trust me on this, and take some comfort in it. You've grown up, and you've grown tough, and you don't need anyone to fight your battles anymore. You don't need me. I'll always be your big sister. But I'll always be your big sister. Lauren. April 15th, 1973. I am returning your letter because I refuse to accept it. No, you don't need to fight my battles. I'm not 14 years old anymore. But we are still family, and that's important, especially now that Dad has died. Look, you obviously have something going on, and that's fine. I don't have to be involved if you don't want me to, but I still want you involved in my life. Maria and I are getting married in November. You are coming. No stupid excuses. Jack. November 24th, 1973. Greetings from Greece. If there were any words to describe the beauty of this place, it still wouldn't do it justice. A perfect spot for a honeymoon. Things have been busy, as you can imagine, but I wanted to quickly write to say that I'm glad you made the wedding. Of course, I'm still worried about you, but somebody has to be. You take care and stay in touch. Maria says hi.
There are some pictures stuck to the back of this letter.
Oh, that's helpful. March 31, 1976. Dear Aunt Lauren. Yes, Aunt Lauren. You're an aunt. I'm a dad. Maria gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. We named her Rosangela after Maria's grandmother. She's so quiet. She hardly cries at all. I'm all set to spoil her rotten, but Maria says to take it easy. She looks just like her mother, and there's a bit of you in her eyes, too. And Mom and Dad. Everything our family was or will be, this child is it. Life is changing so fast. I just want to hold on to this tiny creature and never let go. The future is an exciting place, and I have everything I could ever want. I don't want anything to change. Ever. Jack. The Law Offices of Durkin and Goldberg. April 21st, 1981. Dear Miss Blackwell, it is indeed within your legal rights to take custody of your 5-year-old niece. With the death of her parents, you are the only living relative. Please contact our office and we will start the necessary paperwork. Sincerely, John Durkin. You're not going to trick me with answering the phone. There are photographs attached to this. Wedding photograph.
That's definitely Auntie Lauren. She's looking at something off camera. I wonder what it was. I assume that's my mother. She sort of looks like me, I guess. Other than that, she's a total stranger. Is that my dad? He looks so young. I always pictured my dad as being older.
And the other one, Christmas photograph. Huh. Well, that's clearly Lauren. There's nothing I can examine here. So Lauren, Jack, and Patricia Blackwell. But once again, we are out of time for this installment of Let's Play the Blackwell Legacy. And we're ending with the phone ringing yet again. But I hope to see you next time where we find out who could possibly be calling Rosangela now. Hope to see you then.